Hi children, good morning everybody. I hope that you are all doing well. Am I right? Yes. This year, all of you have come to the 10th standard, but that we are facing a lack in learning. COVID-19 has created a gap between the teacher and the students. So, to cope up that lack, that we are coming through the technology mediation. We are using YouTube classes, YouTube channels and video classes to reach you, to make your learning experiences better and better. As we know that you are all promoted to 10th standard this year. 10th standard in a sense, it's a milestone in our education career. So, make a mindset in yourself and involve yourself in learning and be prepared 100% for the forthcoming learning classes and the challenges that you are going to face. That we have planned to reach you through the YouTube classes, my dear children. We don't know exactly when will be the school start. That is why we are using this technology mediation. In 10th standard, that we have 8 lessons, 8 prose, 4 supplementary reading and grammar area, reading, writing and vocabulary sections, my dear children. Apart from that we have 20 marks part B that we call formative assessments, FA1, FA2, FA3 and FA4. So these things will be done in detail in the regular classes. In today's class, let us start the first lesson called a hero. Shall we? See, my dear children, here, it is an extract of R.K. Lawrence's novel, and in this extract, we are going to learn about how a small incident can take a different turn in one's life. Got it, my dear friends? So, a hero is an extract taken from R.K. Narayan's novel called The Malgudi Days. See, but in difference, you might have heard this name called Malgudi Days, my dear children. Have you heard? Yes. The Malgudi Days, it's a serial, okay, it is one of the serials which has been telecasting in our TV channels now recently. Have you seen? Yes. That serial is based on the novel of R.K. Narayan called Malgudi Days. Shall we learn the lesson, my dear friends? Yes, children. Shall we start the lesson? A hero. Have you heard this word hero? Yes, of course. We have heard this hero so many times in our day to day life, my dear friends. Who is called hero? Not the film actors. Okay. Yes, hero in the sense who have some courageous attitude and who does some adventurous things in the society is called hero, my dear children. Can you give the opposite gender of hero? Yes, you're right. The opposite gender of hero is heroine. And this present story is written by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is a well known Indian novelist, English novelist, my dear children, and is widely considered to be one of the greatest Indian English novelists, who is known for simple, unpretentious writing styles. He is the best he is best known for his work set in the fictional South Indian town Malgudi. See, my dear children, he has created an imaginary town in almost all his novels called Malgudi. Malgudi is an imaginary town, and this particular word or the imaginary town has appeared in almost all the novels of R.K. Narayan, my dear friends. His works include Swami and his friends, Bachelor of Arts, The English Teacher, The Financial Expert. His novel, The Guide, was adapted for film and it won the Sahitya Academy Award. He highlights social content and provides a feel for his characters through everyday life. He was nominated to Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the India's parliament. R.K. Narayan is an extraordinary writer, children. His brother, that you might have seen some of the cartoons in the newspaper, R.K. Lakshman. He is also an extraordinary cartoonist, a world famous cartoonist, children. In the same way, both these brothers, R.K. Narayan and R.K. Lakshman, are extraordinary figures in Indian history, my dear children. If we come to R.K. Narayan, he is a greatest Indian English writer. The works, the novels have become extraordinary writings in the South India, not only in South India, children, in the entire history of the English literature. In this present story, the very title of the lesson shows us that the author is going to deal about the hero or the heroism. Okay. Maybe that it's my guess. The author maybe is going to deal about one of the heroes or the heroism of a person in this lesson. If we go through the lesson in detail, we will come to know whom does the poet is going to deal about, or whom does the poet call as a hero, and why the poet is going to call him as a hero, or why he is going to picturizing that character as a hero in this lesson. Shall we learn the lesson, my dear children? Yes, let us go para by para. Yes, could you please open your textbook, page number 2. Yes, all of you open your textbook, page number 2. I will read the passage first, children. You follow my reading, and if you find any new words or difficult words while I am reading, children, just you underline those words, and while I come to explain the paragraph, then I will give you the meaning of those words, my dear children. But be attentive while I am reading. Shall we start? Okay. For Swami, events took unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper he was reading under the lamp and said, Swami, listen to this news. This news has been received about a bravery of a village lad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came to face with a tiger. The paragraph described the fight of a boy who had with the tiger and his fight up the tree where he stayed half a day till some people come that way and kill the tiger. See, my dear children. Listen, read the passage. After reading the passage, my dear children, see there, the question arised in the bottom of this page, my dear children. What was the newspaper report about? Do you see that? Yes. Try to answer to that question after reading this passage. Keep in your mind, my dear friends, this particular question as asked several times in your examination for 2 marks. I hope after going through the passage you will come out with the answer to that question. Okay, do you find the answer for that particular question, my dear children? Okay, yes. So see here, my dear children, here in this picture that we can observe the conversation which is going to take place between the Swami and his father, my dear children. Swami's father, who is sitting on the chair, and he is talking to Swami and he is saying something about which he found in the newspaper. And what was that newspaper report? Yes, that was the question arised. Am I right? Shall we start? Okay. Yes, look at the paragraph, my dear friends. The author has described one of the unexpected or a peculiar thing in the first 2 lines, children. What is that? Look at there. For Swami, events took unexpected turn. Events took unexpected turn andre he don't know unexpected turn. He never imagined that thing will be happen next, but unexpectedly the things will be turned in his entire life, children. In Kannada, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Such type of character is Swami here. Got it? A small thing takes the different turn in his life. Such a type of guy was Swami. And who is the person? Who is the boy referred in the lesson? Swami. We got already, there is a word, there is a name called Swami. Is he the hero of this lesson? Maybe. I don't know exactly. If we go through in detail, we may come across. Probably. Okay. Probably. I am using the word probably, children, because that I want to maintain the curiosity. Many of you can guess. Maybe he is the hero the author is going to describe in the lesson. I don't know exactly. If you think Swami is the hero, okay, there is no objection, my dear children. Okay. The guy referred is here Swami. As we know that usually the events were taking the unexpected turn in his life. How the events were taking the unexpected turn in his life? You will come to know about that. Okay, See there. His father was looking over the newspaper when he was sitting in the room, children. Just he was glancing the newspaper and he found one of the curious article in the newspaper. That is why he wanted to bring that curious new article to his son called Swami. What he said, see there, Swami, when he was looking over the newspaper, he said, Swami, listen to this news. This news has been received about the bravery of a village lad while returning home by the jungle path. He came to face with a tiger. Underline that lines, my dear children. See, as I said, okay, one question will be arised in your examination for 2 marks. That too, what was the newspaper report about? Now, see here, just I am going to underline some lines here. You might have seen in the slide, my dear children. These lines are very important to get the answer for the question which we found in the bottom. What was the newspaper report about? That is the question now. Yes. Let us see what did Swami's father say to him. He said, Swami, come here, look here. So, curiously, Swami's father was very curious and he wanted to show that news to his son, Swami. And he called him and he say about the newspaper article. What was the newspaper article there? The newspaper article was that, yes, it is the bravery of a village lad. Am I right? So see there, children, the word lad is there now. What do you mean by lad? Lad means a young boy. Could you tell me the opposite gender of lad? Yes. Lass. Lass. Lass means a young girl. Yes, children. So, the newspaper article is about a bravery of a village lad. Bravery in the sense, one of the courageous thing of the village boy. Okay. What was the courageous thing of the village lad was described in the newspaper is that the newspaper has described while that village lad was returning home from the forest, he come to face with a tiger. A tiger came in front of him and he was tensed. And keep in your mind, my dear friends, when you came to face with the tiger, he climbed up the nearby tree and stayed off a day till some people come and kill the tiger. See, this is what written about the bravery of a village lad in that newspaper article. Got it, my dear friends? Are you getting? See, the newspaper article is about the bravery of a village lad who come to face with a tiger while he was returning from the forest, and he climbed up the nearby tree and stayed off a day till some people come and kill the tiger. This is about the article written in the newspaper, my dear children. But we have to hats up. We have to feel proud about the bravery of the lad, my dear friends. Because what you will do if the tiger comes in front of you? If all of a sudden, if the tiger comes and stand in front of you, what you will do? You start running now. Or you talk to the tiger. Hi tiger, why are you coming here? Do you want milk? You want biscuits? Like this? Do you talk to the tiger? No, no. Oh, horrible. How can it possible to talk to the tiger? If you heard the name tiger, that we, ran, that we start start to run, and even okay, we feel fear and afraid if we look at the tiger. But the village lad, he took some step, and all of a sudden he climbed up the tree and waited patiently half a day. See, my dear friends, it's very frightening thing. If I were in that place, I would have okay. I don't know exactly. I would have really frightened, and I don't know what would have been happened to me, children. Okay, as anyhow, this is about the newspaper article. So this news was brought to the notice of Swami, and Swami's father, he dealt and he taught and he told every details of the article which was mentioned in the story. Got it, my dear friends? Okay. The first paragraph describes the first paragraph we see that a newspaper article is written about one of the bravery of a village lad, and that news was brought to the notice of the brought to the knowledge of Swami by his father, and he is praising and he is telling about the bravery of that guy which was written in the newspaper in this paragraph. Can you find the answer for that question, children? What was the newspaper report about? I hope you got the answer for that question. Write down the question and try to write the answer in your home without seeing your textbook. Shall we move on to the next one? Okay. After reading it through, father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, see, after reading the newspaper article about the village lad which was described with its bravery, who sat on the tree for a half an hour, and after finishing the reading of that article, he looked at Swami fixedly. Like this. Fixedly in the sense, he is looking at him, he is staring at him, and asked. He looked at him and fixedly and asked, what do you say to that? Swami, what do you say to that? What do you say about the article? Got it? So, underline that sentence, my dear children. So, this line will also ask in your examination for extracts. Got it? Okay. After reading the newspaper, Swami's father looked at him fixedly and asked him, what do you say to that? In the sense, what is your opinion, Swami, regarding this newspaper article? Swami said, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not a boy at all. How could a boy fight a tiger? You think you are wiser than the newspaper? Father sneered. A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet to be covered, whereas another may have the strength of a straw, but if he has a courage, he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. Swami disputed the theory. Means he is not willing to agree the theory of his father. How can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage. Suppose that I have all the courage. What could I do if a tiger should attack me? Leave alone the strength. Leave alone strength. Can you prove that you have a courage? Let me see you. You can sleep alone in my office room today. Look at the conversation going on between the father and the Swami here, children. I told na, I told the author told in the very first line of the lesson, events took unexpected turn in Swami's life. Got it? In the same way, the newspaper article is taking different direction in the conversation of Swami and his father. Got it, my dear friends? Yes. See, there are some lines underlined, children. Do you know why those lines are underlined? Yes, your guess is right, my dear children. The lines which are underlined are very important in the exam point of view. These lines may be arised as the extracts in your any tests or in the exams, my dear children. Just you also underline in your text those lines. I will say the every details of those lines. Now, let us see what has described in the second paragraph. After reading the newspaper article, Swami's father, he turned to Swami and looked at him fixedly and asked him, "What do you say to that?" He asked what is his opinion was. What was the Swami's opinion? See, what did Swami say about the newspaper article? What did Swami say about the bravery of the village lad? He said, "I think he must have been a very strong and grown up person, not a boy at all. How could a boy fight a tiger?" See the theory of the Swami here. He says, he's arguing with his father that the person who is reported in the newspaper article, not at all a boy. He may be a very strong and grown up person. Maybe the newspaper author or the editor mistaken. That is why that they have written like a boy. In that manner that he is trying to convince his father, children. I think he must have been a very strong and grown up person. To fight with a tiger, a person must be a very strong and grown up. That is what the thinking of Swami here, children. Strong in a sense, a well-built stamina. A person who have a well-built stamina. If we have a well-built stamina, that we can fight with anything. Either it may be the tiger, either it may be the elephant or cheetah or leopard. That is what the theory of Swami here. Got it, children? He says the strong person and grown-up people can fight with the boy. It's not can fight with the tiger or the elephant. It's not possible for the boy. How could a boy fight a tiger? Papa, how could a boy fight a tiger? How it is possible for the boy to fight? In the sense, it's not possible for the boys to fight with the tiger. It's possible to fight with the tiger to the people who are grown up and strong. Do you agree with this theory? Do you agree with this theory? Just imagine, if you are strong, can you fight with the tiger? No, na? Oh, how it is possible, sir? Definitely, children. Definitely it is not possible. Am I right? But Swami is arguing in a opposite direction to his father. When he said, "You think you are wiser than the newspaper?" See there. His father asked him, "You think you are wiser than the newspaper?" He is asking him, he is questioning him, and he is mocking at him. Sneered. Sneered ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಆಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಒಂಥರ ಮಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಗೇಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ. ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೈಸರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್? Do you know everything, and you know everything about the guy and the strength, and you think that you are cleverer, you are talented than the newspaper editor? Swami's father asked and said, "Swami, a man may have the strength of an elephant and yet to be a coward." Swami, keep in your mind, a man may have an strength of an elephant yet to be a coward. Some people, they are very strong children. They have maintained a well-built stamina. They have the caliber to lift 100 kilos or 150 kilos. They have a strong body. Though they have very strong, some people are coward. Coward in the sense? Yes? Underline the word, my dear children. Coward means? Yes. Look at the word there. Coward in the sense, in Kannada, we say hedi. Got it? Like this. Opposite of coward? Shura. Alwe. What do you say in English? As valiant. Yes, children. Keep in your mind, opposite of coward is valiant. Here, his father is telling him that strength is not important. If the person have a strength of an elephant, he might be the coward. We can see this type of people, they are very strong, they are afraid even for the small cockroach. See, you have all the strength. If you look at the cockroach, what you will do? You will run away, run away from your classroom. If you look at the small snake or the insect, what you will do? You will run away from the classroom. So, you have all the strength. You are stronger than the snake. You are stronger than the cockroach. Though you are stronger than cockroach, then why do you run away from the class when you look at the cockroach? This is what? Yes? This is what the Swami's father is telling him. Hello, Swami. Strength and age is not important. Some people, though they have strength, they are coward. Whereas another may have the strength of a straw. Straw means, yes, the thing that you might have heard this word straw, children. Straw in the sense, usually it's a pipe, a small pipe which we used to drink the juice in a cup na. That is straw. And here it means very lean. ತೆಳ್ಳಗಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು. Some people are very lean, or some people looks like a straw, children. But if he has courage, he can do anything. Though they are looking like a small lean people, if they have courage, they can face anything, children. See, Infosys Narayan Murthy, isn't it? How he looks. He looks very lean. His stamina is not as fat as we feel, children, but he is ruling the world. See the courage of that person. Am I right? So in this way, like this, that we can do many things, children. If we have courage, okay, it doesn't mean that how I look. If I have courage, I can do anything. So that is what telling by Swami's father to Swami children. He is trying to convince Swami, you are mistaken. Okay, what you are thinking is not right. To fight with the tiger, we need not we not need the strength and okay age. We need the courage, Swami. If we have courage, that we can face the tiger. Like this, that he is trying to convince. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. See, this is the theory of Swami's father. What did Swami's father say here? What is important according to Swami's father here, children? According to Swami's father, courage is important more than the strength and age. As far as Swami's view is concerned, age is important, not the courage. Okay. Age and strength is important, not the courage. Have you got my dear friends? This question may also ask in your examinations, like how was Swami's theory was differ from Swami's father theory? How was Swami's theory was differ from his father's children? As far as Swami's view is concerned, he give importance, or he says that strength and age are important to face any obstacles or any anything courageous thing. But as far as Swami's father's view is concerned, courage is more important than the strength and age. Have you understood, my dear children? Yes. Let's underline those lines also and write the question. How was Swami's view differs from Swami's father's? Got it, my dear? This question may also ask in your examination. Have you got an idea? Yes. Let's move on. Oh, so the conversation is going on between these two. And see there, what will happen. Swami disputed the theory. He is not willing to agree. He is not willing to accept the theory of his father. How can it be, father? How can it be? How it is possible? If a man has a courage, even he don't have the strength and age, how can he fight with a tiger? How can? It is not possible, father. How can it be? Suppose I have all the courage. Suppose that I have all the courage. What could I do if tiger should attack me? See, father, just think that I have a courage. I am so courageous man. What I will do if the tiger attack me? What you are talking, father? I am not I agree with you. If I have stamina, if I am the grown up, I can face the tiger. Hey, why are you coming here, tiger? Go back. Like this, that I can face. If I don't have stamina and still I am a boy, how can I fight? Why is the courage important to face the tiger? So the father was little confused. Okay, he is little confused to make him understand what is courage. We need courage to face that type of condition, na? What do you mean by courage? Courage means bravery, boldness. Am I right? Dairya. If we have courage, or if we are brave, we can at least stand in front of the tiger. If we don't have the bravery or the courageousness, how can we stand in front of the any wild creatures. And though we have the courage, it's very impossible to face such type of conditions in our life, children. If we see a small dog, if it starts barking and if it starts uh, chasing at us, what we'll do? We start running by crying, oh, like this. In that condition, if the tiger comes, what we will do? We can't do anything now. But if we have some courage that we can stand, if we have a courage, at least that we face, you know, that we have seen in the TV channels, like some people who work with the wild animals. Do you know how it is possible? Because they are courageous children. They are very brave people. That's why they do all those adventurous things. It's not possible for us. They are not their friends. The wild animals are not the friends of those people who work in the Discovery channels and all, children. They are very brave. That's why, and they are not the domestic animals. They are the wild animals. And they are unknown. Keep in your mind. Though they are unknown, they work with those animals because they are courage. They are brave. So Swami is raising the theory like this: how can a boy fight a tiger? Or if I have all the courage, what shall I do what can I do if the tiger attack me? That's what he asked. See, and the lines are underlined, children. These lines may ask. For example, I have all the courage. Who is the I there? Swami. To whom was it said? It was said to Swami's father. Got it? What could I do if a tiger attack me? Okay, whose words are these? These are the words of Swami. Okay, who does the word, whom does the speaker talk to? He is talking to his father. Got it? Why does the speaker say so? Because his father said courage is more important rather than the strength and age. Am I right, children? So, like this. So, yes, Swami is not willing to agree. Okay, his father started. Okay, Swami, leave alone the strength. Leave alone the strength. Can you prove that you have a courage? Underline the sentence. Can you prove that you have a courage? Okay, let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. Okay, Swami, what you said, it's okay, all right. Do you prove that you have a courage? Underline the sentence. Who said this? It was said by the Swami's father. It was said to Swami. What he is asking here? He is asking him, whether he could prove that he has a courage. This is what the turn, children. Let me see you if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. ಸರಿಯಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತೆಲ್ವಾ? ಕಮಾನ್, ಶೋ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಬೈ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಲೋನ್ ಟುನೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಆಫೀಸ್ ರೂಮ್. Got it? So now the father is giving him a challenge. Got it? Got it, my dear friends? See there? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. You said, nah. You say that you suppose that I have a courage. What shall I do what shall I do if the tiger attack on me? You said, not Swami. You do one thing. Let me check. Or let me see. You prove that you have a courage by sleeping alone in my office room tonight. Do you prove? Can you prove that you have a courage by sleeping alone in my office room? See, the father is putting a challenge in front of Swami. ಎತ್ತಣಿಂದೆತ್ತ ಸಂಬಂಧವಯ್ಯ. Am I right? ಎತ್ತಣ ಮಾಮರ, ಎತ್ತಣ ಕೋಗಿಲೆ, ಎತ್ತಣಿಂದೆತ್ತ ಸಂಬಂಧವಯ್ಯ. ಎತ್ತಣ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್, ಎತ್ತಣ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ unexpected turn. Everything was taking the unexpected turn in Swami's life, children. The father is giving him a challenge to sleep alone in his office room on that night. If Swami might have said, "Yes, Papa," if he had said, "Yes, Papa, you are right," he might have escaped from this challenge. Got it? But he argued his father, he argued with his father, and now he come to this situation and he come to this trouble. Got it? So like this, Swami's father gave him a challenge to sleep alone in his office room. Got it, children? So this is what explained in the second paragraph. Got it, my dear friends? In the first paragraph, the author has described a newspaper article and what had happened to the village lad, and how he has tried to escape from the tiger was explained in that paragraph, my dear children. In this paragraph, the conversation between the Swami and his father, how the conversation has taken towards the challenge to the Swami. Am I right, children? This is what explained, and what I said now. Okay, underline all the sentences which I have mentioned, and write down those sentences in your notebook, children, and maintain neatly, and those questions will be arised in your examination. If they arise, attend neatly and get good marks. I hope that you have understood today's class. Let us study about the remaining part of the lesson A hero in the next class. Okay? Yes, thank you.